I thought that was pretty impressive. We actually seen a video last night. They showed when he first started, before he even spoke, about when he was a child and how he, went to school, and he went to school barefooted because those were his hands. And it'd be like having socks on your hands all the time. So he had to be barefooted. Can you imagine all the time he's barefooted and peeling bananas? And I mean, it's just incredible the dexterity he has that you have to rely on when you don't have another limb. We're just used to having hands.
Right.
And I was just so impressed, so impressed. But anyway, welcome. Welcome to our Lunch and Learn. And I'm going to go ahead and shut this door. So for those of you that don't know who I am, my name is Linda Puglisi, and I am the coordinator for the Access program. Access is the Accessibility Coordination Center and Educational Support Services that provides accommodations for students with disabilities here on campus. And we are here to do what we call monthly Lunch and Learn. And it's actually our last Lunch and Learn for the semester. So I'm so glad to see everybody that comes on a regular basis. And we do have a couple of new faces here today. So before we get started, I would like for everybody to go around and introduce just your name and your title, or what you do, or why you're here, or if you're just here for lunch, or something, so we know a little bit more about you, and we can start here and work our way around. Go ahead. Or yes.
So my name is Chris Malbondian. I teach chemistry. I got the email and I decided to come by and check it out.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for being here.
I'm Stephanie. I'm in the Office for Institutional Research, and I'm the research analyst. And I try to come to these all the time just because I'm stuck behind numbers and a computer all day, and it's kind of nice to see what everybody does on campus and who we serve.
Okay, very good, Stephanie. Thank you for being here. And
my name's Mary. I work in Access Department. I'm the note taker, and I work in all the classrooms, wherever they put me at.
Okay, Mary, thanks for being here.
My name is Rudy. I teach math. I usually attend every month.
He's one of our regulars.
I'm a regular. I'm a regular. I deal with a good number of Access students, and I'm always willing to learn and more about Access students and how can I better assist them as an instructor.
Thank you, Rudy. Thank you for being here.
My name is John. I'm teaching house, and I have one class. It's lifetime fitness for disabled students. So sometimes you have to deal with people with all kinds of different conditions.
Right.
But we're doing pretty well. But this is the first time. I'm
Yes.
not sure what we'll cover today, so I'm just curious.
I'm so glad you're here. Thank you, Dr. Zhang. How long have you been here on campus?
28.
Since when?
28 years. Since
28
91.
years. So he knows a lot. That's wonderful.
Hi, Ms. Puglisi.
Hello. Hello, Michelle.
I'm Michelle Kolyak. I work in special programs and services as a counselor. Dr. Zhang was one of my instructors when I came to school here.
Yes.
And this is my first Lunch and Learn, so thanks for
Is it?
the invite. Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, wonderful. Good. We got a few new faces. This is great. And our next.
I'm Lilia Franco. I'm a general counselor. I've come and gone to different workshops, and I'm curious because I do have a daughter that has autism, and just learning about different resources for her in the future, so that it helps me become a better parent for my daughter.
Oh, definitely. Thank you, Lilia.
I'm Susan Nylander. I teach English here, and I've tried to make it to all of these this semester, and they've been so helpful and so enlightening, and The guests that you've had and the topics you've covered have been really, really useful. So I'm hoping that these will continue into the fall.
We plan
because
on it. We just got to come up with some good topics.
These are great. They're really, really helpful, especially for those of us who are what we would call boots on the ground, right? We're with the students in the classroom daily. So
That's
there's
awesome.
so many things to.
I appreciate you.
And
being
Mary's
here.
awesome, by the way.
Yes, she
Mary's
is.
in one of my classes, so
She
she's
is.
awesome.
She's been around for a long time too. She knows she's been, I think, out of all the people in the Access program, she was here before all of us. So we come to her for a lot of things. So, and then also our IT men.
I'm Glenn.
Ask them.
Glenn and Tim, our IT men. Thank you for being here. And this is kind of like our last lunch and learn for the semester. So it's a little more casual. We don't have a special speaker today. What I'm going to be doing, I want your input as well, because you might have something to share with everybody else that we're not aware of, okay? Before we get started though, I'll just mention who the Access team is. They're not all here today, but we have Melissa Madison, the counselor. You probably know them personally, but you might be dealing with her if you have a student that has a disability and needs special accommodations. She's the one that actually sees the students after they do intake with me, and they go in and they get their accommodations according to what she decides they need regarding their verifying disability. So not every student gets the same accommodations, okay? And they usually have a sheet that they'll bring to you showing those accommodations. And if you ever have questions, you always can call me and I can help you with the accommodations. Because I know it can be confusing at times. You're not sure how to read things. You don't know what this is. Am I supposed to provide that, or do you provide that? But we just want you to be aware that they are in a program and they do get, particular accommodations. It could be extra time on tests. It could be needing to leave the room, and sometimes we have students that have anxiety. Just stepping out and getting a deep breath, some fresh air helps them to feel better to come back in if they're starting to feel the dawning of an anxiety attack, that sort of thing. So just know that those accommodations are tailored to their disability. That is not no special privilege, okay? We're just trying to even the playing field for them so they can be as successful as students that don't have disabilities, okay? Oh, wait, gotta finish here. I was Melissa, then we have Mary Ariola, and she does more than note-taking. She is like a tutor. She encourages the students. She has actually bought students things that when they lose them, she's there. She's like a mom to them. So she's kind of like the mom on the campus. Christina Calderon, she's in the center. She's not here right now, but she's our director for special programs and services. And hi, Nancy.
Hi. How are you?
Very good. Thank you for being here. She's one of our regulars too. And while you're signing in, would you introduce yourself for the people that are here for the first time and what's your job or title or who you are here on campus?
I'm Ann Spoonsgill, and I am a child development faculty and academic senate president. And that's about it.
Awesome.
An
That's a lot.
all-around awesome
right.
person.
That's an all-around awesome person.
Yes.
That's about
And then in the picture is myself, and then our secretary, Courtney Ruslika. She's not here today. She's out ill, but that's our crew, and we work together to make it as positive and as successful for our students as we can. Okay. So a little introduction is what we're going to do as far as what Sidekick is. Did everybody get a flyer? Okay. That's something for you to take with you, because I hope that you will be utilizing the Sidekick website. How many are familiar with Sidekick? Has anybody even heard of it? Really?
only in the phrase that I'm with my sidekick.
You're with your sidekick, yeah.
But not in,
Okay, all right, well, that's interesting. This is brought to us by the Chancellor's Office, California Community College Chancellor's Office, okay? They want us to get this information out to faculty and staff so they know that this exists and that they can utilize it, okay? So what is it, okay? it's, it's a collaborative project that they've been putting together with they actually did. The resources have always been around, but they put it together in one area so you can go to it and go into these portals and get information. And it's called Sidekick, okay? And the actual website, which I believe is on your flyer, it's toolsthatinspire.com, okay? So each program helps the faculty and staff create engaging multimedia content that is accessible to all community college students, okay? Some of these portals, the different ones have like, you can go in and get tactile graphics. We do closed captioning. They also have, I'm going to go through each program, but the programs are funded by a grant from the community college, the chancellor's office, so they're free, okay? The only time you would probably pay for something is if you're using a vendor to get captioning or something, and then you get reimbursed. You would have to pay up front, okay? So why Sidekick, okay? All right. Now, so somebody just asked me the other day, why do they call it Sidekick? Well, the programs, like I said, they have always been available, but even though they have these great potential accessible features for everybody going and make everything accessible and captioning and even professional development training, those types of things, nobody's using them. So what they decided to do is to put it all together and create a name for it. And so they created the Sidekick campaign, and they thought, well, Sidekick, like you said, you have your sidekick with you, somebody to back you up, and having this kind of website to go to is like having, Robin with Batman, somebody to back you up. So that's why they call it Sidekick. And we are all educational superheroes if we go to the Sidekick website because we're utilizing it, okay? So they kind of help you with everything. I'm serious. They have everything here. I'm going to actually, after we go through the PowerPoint, I'm going to pull up the site and show you what's all available because I'm surprised that nobody really heard of it and hasn't utilized
Not all
it yet.
in one place.
Not
Some of
all in
them.
one place.
Right,
Because
right.
I use 3C Media.
Okay.
Right,
And
and
at
at
one.
one, yeah,
And-
those
Okay.
we've known, the individual pieces,
Now,
but as a
With
collection.
CCC Confer, is that gonna go away now that we kind of have the Confer Zoom?
I thought they were two separate things.
Confer Zoom is separate from CCC Confer, but they
Yeah.
offer the same
Are they the same actually?
Services.
They're the same.
same type of service, but they offer the same type. Are they the same
They're the same.
Are they the same?
Oh,
They might
They're the
phase
same
out.
company?
Just different name or,
Yeah,
Oh,
It's
okay.
still by the chancellor's office.
okay.
Everything, it's CCC, California Chancellor, yeah.
Right,
Community
but then
colleges.
we have the Confer Zoom. I didn't know. I'm just
Yeah.
asking.
Yeah,
yeah, I was looking at the Confer
just a
Zoom
new-
inside the CCC, so,
yeah.
I like Confer Zoom better.
that's why I wanted to hear, because I want to hear your experiences using these programs.
Right.
And like you said, the different programs are the CCC Confer, the 3C Media Solutions, the Distance Education Captioning and Transcription, the High Tech Center Training Unit, the @ONE, and the AT, well, we call it this Alternate Text Production Center, ATPC. All these wonderful acronyms we get to remember. And how many of you use the CCC Confer? How many of you?
It's not regularly, but I have, yeah.
In
Okay,
the past.
and the 3C Media, anybody?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Okay, good for you. How about the Distance Education Captioning and Transcribing? Anybody?
I didn't hear that. So if I have an article that I scan, but I need to make it accessible, can I send it to them for it? Will they do it?
Oh, you're talking about
Accessible?
PDFs. This is more captioning and
For the
transcribing.
videos.
So you're looking for that
videos,
PD.
right?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
well, that's what I use 3C Media for, so, okay.
There is a program that you can use. It's called Equidocs that you can pull PDFs into it, and it will actually, you can spread out the zones, so it's amazing what it does. And it will actually point out, oh gosh, it doesn't take that much time for training, and it's at the Chancellor's office. I will find it for you. The High Tech Center Training Unit has that training there, okay?
Okay.
There's so much. So
Okay.
I actually will send you the information, okay, Nancy? Because
Okay, yeah.
it doesn't take that long. Once you learn how to use it, it's not hard to go through and,
Yeah,
and
learning
see
how to
the
use it is the
accessibility
key.
features, yeah. It's great, and it's simple, that's what I like. It just takes a little more time, that's all. Okay, so we'll go on to the next slide, and we'll talk a little bit about the CCC for Confer. For those of you that have never used it, and so it provides high quality web conferencing technology tools and lecture capture services to support students, faculty, staff, and collaborative online environments. With this ADA compliant resource, communication via the internet or phone brings inspiring ideas together to ensure the continued success of the California Community Colleges system and our students, okay? So I noticed that I pulled up a video of a teacher that uses CC Confer, and she says for online instruction, she uses it for office hours to communicate with her students back and forth, okay? Has anybody ever used it for something like that?
For Zoom though.
For Zoom? Okay.
For Zoom.
Confer Zoom, but yeah, it's
Right,
inside
I use
CCC
it,
Confer.
I'll do online office hours and students log on and they
Okay,
can see me and we talk and all good.
right. Has anybody else ever used CCC Confer?
Not in that way.
When we pull up the website, I can go in the portals just to show you what's available. All of these have, you sign up and they all have trainings and a plethora of information. I'm unable to digest it all and deliver it to you today because there's so much. But just going in the website, it's easy to find all the information and videos. And they have a new feature on Sidekick that has their superheroes listed from each of these programs, and they talk about, what's available. So makes it easy. So 3C Media Solutions is an educational media distribution network that enhances learning and student success by providing the most up-to-date and inspiring tools available. The resource can provide dynamic video content, podcasts, streaming services, captioning, and even coverage. And you said you have used the 3C Media?
Yes, I have it all.
And what do you have it all?
No,
I love it.
no, I mean.
I love it all.
Because, so I recorded my PowerPoints and made them into like a video. And then I send the PowerPoints to them, the little video thing that I did.
Mhm.
And then they make it the 3C closed captioning.
Yeah.
And then I can take it and embed it directly from their site, embed it directly into Canvas.
And to Canvas, exactly.
Which gives a better viewing for the students, I guess. I don't know what you want. I don't know what you would call it. So I guess it's like streaming it then, because it's embedded from.
They call it Learning Tool Integration and LTI.
They
Another
just told
acronym?
me what to do. I just do what they tell me.
And that's exactly what I was just going to tell. I got that on my little note card.
I
that
don't know the
she covered.
words, yeah.
Yes,
I don't
Learning
know
Tool
language.
Integration.
But
So
it works wonderfully.
So-
It works really, really well.
Yep.
And they're fast. Their fast turnaround is like, so typically within a week, they're done.
wow.
And until you get into, like last summer, I put in some, towards the end of June, they ran out of funding until July 1st. So it kind of sat there on the shelf, a couple of the chapters that I did. And so then once July 1 came in, they kicked them right out.
Wow.
So they're fast. The turnaround is amazing.
Wonderful. That's good to know. That's good. And they actually have like Confer Zoom. They have, I think, 3C Me. It's called 3C Media Me. And it's kind of like a Confer Zoom type where you interact one-on-one conference. where they're, streaming that. So yeah, they have so much, and that's why I need to go to the website so you can see, okay? So I'm just kind of touching bases right now. The distance education captioning and transcription grant enables the California community colleges to enhance access and inspire learning for students utilizing distance education. The funding provided by this great resource supports captioning and transcription for online courses. Okay, there's hybrid courses, telecourses, and even live classes utilize web-based content delivery. So this grant is out of the College of the Canyons, and it's free. You can, get and for online and hybrid, the captioning is free. So I know that a lot of instructors utilize this. Now, the High Tech Center Training Unit is a great tool. You need to create an inspiring environment of access and success for all students. This is one that we use more. I don't think a teacher would access it as much. I've got that backwards. What they do is they provide training. Yes, I got them mixed up. This one you do get training from. And we are arranging faculty training. I believe we thought it was going to be September 4th and 5th. And now we're looking at the dates September 11th and 12th, where they're going to come on campus and train all faculty, staff, whoever wants to come on how to make PDFs accessible, okay? And they will also be training you on Word, I think making Word accessible, possibly Canvas. They do Canvas training, PDF training, Word, and if there's anything else, captioning too. I think there's captioning. So we're gonna have 2 days of training. So if you can't make one day, you can come to the other day, and we will let you know when that happens. Because right now we're in the process of getting that all put together.
That would be great.
Okay, and it just takes some time.
Now, Linda, is that gonna be in a room where, as they're training, faculty can actually get on a computer and actually do it?
You're all gonna have laptops.
Okay,
And I do believe we're gonna try to get this room.
okay.
And they should be bringing a couple of assistants to come and point out areas if you need to get to things and how to do it. Yeah, it's hands-on.
Yeah,
Definitely.
that's,
And I think we're limiting it to, wonder if I'm not mistaken, 20, I'll definitely let you know, 20 per class maybe, because we only have so many laptops. Okay. So the @ONE, somebody mentioned @ONE.
Yeah, I've taken a couple of classes.
Okay,
It's been a while, but I've taken a couple of classes with them.
so what kind of classes did you take?
One I took was for teaching reading, and that was quite a number of years ago. And then I took another one for I'm drawing a blank on that one. I took that was an online. Oh, that was the teaching with Canvas.
right.
I took that
okay.
class
I did.
through @ONE.
Right,
Yes,
I did Moodle and teaching.
I did the
Canvas
Canvas. Yeah,
training on @ONE as well.
yeah.
Okay. So when you did this training, was it kind of like a webinar type thing, or how did they
Oh, no,
arrange
it
it?
was a class.
Mhm.
It was
An
a
actual class?
It
We were-
wasn't training, it was an actual class.
Okay.
And you had to.
It
And,
was
and
like, what, 4 or 5 weeks worth?
it was it was
weeks?
like a regular online class
Yes,
where we were
yes.
students in the Canvas,
Yep.
and then we also had access to
Yeah,
a sandbox so we could
Yes.
build our own class
Oh,
within
really?
that. So it was very hands-on, and it was very so we were taking an online class and we were learning to teach an
Yeah,
online
right,
class
same
in
time.
the same environment. So that was pretty
It's
nice.
similar, so Tim.
Kind of what Tim's
created-
doing, yeah.
Tim created the Canvas training here a lot off of @ONE.
Okay.
Because it was so hard to get in to
Yeah.
take the courses.
Yeah, there
through
were-
them. It was like as soon as they would announce a new course, it was full.
Yeah.
I mean, so Tim started creating it, and then he also wanted to have BCC's version of what we require for our college, for people to teach here. So, which was another week's worth of work on Tim's part that he added to
Oh,
it.
okay,
So
wonderful.
it's a good, I mean, it's good.
It's good, right?
Yeah, Act One was great, and the people they have teaching them, they do a great job.
Okay. Yeah, so it says, you know, you're having the, especially with their technology always changing, there might be something new that comes up. If you're not sure about it, maybe this is the place you need to contact and get trained, right?
And once you've taken a class, you get emails updating for new courses they're offering. So that's
Okay.
kind of neat too. You can kind of see what's around the bend, and if there's a class that looks interesting, you know, you have that opportunity to sign up.
It's just a lot, though.
It is,
It is.
I mean, our
I
time,
would love to do more of it.
yeah,
Yeah.
our time is more precious than ever, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is the one, I was getting them confused, and I apologize, that the Alternate Text Protection Center. And this is where when a student comes in, it has like a learning disability and they purchase their textbook, we can order it through the ATPC. And then when it comes back to us, and if it, maybe we haven't had a blind student yet that read in Braille, but if we need a book in Braille, this is where we would get the book from. And then also we order our PDFs, just pictures of the books, digital pictures that we convert to where a special reader called Kurzweil can read the book to them. And it's amazing because it can highlight the words as it's read to them. So they're learning the words too. Even if they're, you know, even if they have a disability that there's processing is slow, it helps them to stay focused, you know. Has a built-in dictionary and all kinds of fun features for writing. Only thing is it doesn't do well with math or like problems that are fractions. It gets kind of crazy. It'll read font fine, but when we get to math, it's more or less the students it's up to them to figure out the order. Okay. So, guys, we're almost done. That's why I have time to check in the website. So it says, be sure to check our website, which I'm going to do. Okay. For more info and tools, because there's just so many places to go with these things. And I just want to show you how wonderful it is, because you know about the different programs, but you haven't actually went to their Sidekick, okay? There's informational videos, both Sidekick and the grant projects, informational overviews, text, campaign resources and promotional materials, contact information for each grant project, a portal view entry point into each program's respective website, which we're going to show you where to go. And then and again, they say to keep checking back because they keep adding more things. So you never know, just in a week's time, it could change. And you had a question?
I was gonna ask, is there a way that you could put this, this link to Sidekick
I've asked.
on the hiking portal?
Yeah,
So that
like,
when we go into it for all the other things, it's right there and it's
That
a
would be great.
reminder that, oh my God, I forget, we have this program. Is there a way to do that? Or
where
not?
would you want that at?
So
In our portal, yeah.
on
Canvas?
Not on no, well, not really on Canvas. So
Yeah.
like when you log
Canvas
into
is
Viking
common.
portal and you know it comes up
Oh.
with Canvas and Office 365.
Right.
When it
Start
does
Starfish, all of those things, yeah.
All those others.
Okay.
Is there a way that this could maybe get on? So we just click it on and then it opens into the others?
Is that a
I
Mike
don't know.
question?
No,
Oh, there's
Who,
not?
who
I
builds?
wouldn't ask Mike anything.
Okay.
Well, who builds the
Okay.
who builds the
He
Canvas
just
page?
blow us away. That's single sign-on, and we'd have to get the company to do that, the portal guard to do it,
Oh, okay.
but I don't know if it's possible or not, probably.
I think
They have to be single sign-on compatible.
Okay, we just need to ask.
Yeah.
Okay.
And because that would be a really good, for me, is a really good visual. If it's in front of me, I remember, and if it's probably worse than my students. If it's not in front of me, it's not happening. You know
I
what
feel
mean?
ya.
It's like, what was that? What was it? Well, you know what I've done? I've even went to Google and typed in Sidekick, California Community College,
Right.
you know, like just words, and I've always found it, you know. But yeah, that would be better if it was like right there for you, for everybody. Because when we log in, it's like, I need that Sidekick right now. Where's my Sidekick? I gotta find it, yeah.
I really like that part of like of the portal there, that everything is right there in front of me just to click.
Right. So I'm going to pull up, let's see, I thought I had it up here. Okay, Glenster, do I do the Windows P again?
Yeah.
There we go, just like that, and I do duplicate. I'm getting my tech classes right now. Okay, and it should come up. All right,
You didn't click, did you?
thanks, Glenn. Stay right there.
Okay, no, you're good now.
Okay, so tools that inspire.com. All right, and there you are. And I thought this was really cool. There's this little person on the side they have that actually talks. So let's see what she has to say.
Hi, welcome to Sidekick, your go-to place for the tools you need to create dynamic, multimedia projects more easily than you ever thought possible. Not a high-tech person? No worries. With a variety of free resources at your fingertips, Sidekick ensures you'll have all the backup you need to create robust, accessible content that engages and inspires. Just click on the logos below to learn how each program can help. From captioning and podcasting to web conferencing and tactile graphics, Sidekick has got your back. And be sure to check back soon because Sidekick is just getting started.
Yeah. So all of these are programs here are portals, and all you have to do is just click on them, and it takes you. Well, actually, let me go back here. Actually, if you want just the tools, you click here, and right here is the actual website. So when you click on that, it shows all of the services that they have. 3C Media on Demand, 3C Streaming Media. This is the one I was talking about. It's kind of like Confer Zoom. The 3C Media event coverage if you're having a special event. And they also record the CCC Board of Governors meetings. So you can go in there, actually. You can view the archives. And if we wanted to, we could go down here and let's see, one on January 14th. And order of business, action item. Okay, well, that's just the order of business. Let me find the video here. Go back. Well, let me go back. No, I gotta exit out here. See how easy it is? Okay, you just gotta find things.
Well,
So
the word video, if you click on that.
where's it
maybe.
at?
The link
One
where
of
it
these?
says
There's
Yeah,
a
there
lot
we
of
go.
meeting minutes, yeah, the
Yep.
video.
So then this is just showing some of their work too, how they have the closed captioning, Board of Trustees, and if you want to see what's going on in the meetings, this is what you do, you know? You can go to these. Play.
Down in the bottom, the other side.
You want?
That'll just take you
this-
to the outside link. That's
Oh,
okay.
this is the outside
It's gonna,
link.
yeah, but that's cool.
All right.
See down in the
It's-
bottom where there's a little
So the
play
link.
button.
It's going, it's an hour and
So-
22 minutes.
Oh, I'm-
You're gonna look at that logo for about
Right,
an
yeah.
hour.
Yeah, you get to look at that for a while.
There are people actually talking. You know how they show the logo for a long time?
Yes.
So anyway, if you ever want to go watch the board meetings, they're right there. Thank you.
There's our chancellor.
Yeah, she knew that was the chancellor. How about that? Okay, so, but there's all kinds of media coverage. You can even see other people's projects too, if you're interested in what they've done, like gives you ideas. So like if you were to go to view videos, 3C Media on Demand, and here's an instructor.
Thus, we're going to focus on the financing of real estate. And one of the things that's clear is that real estate finance may be the most important and most complex component in terms of getting real estate in California, because California real estate is so expensive. And in many cases, it will be the largest purchase that anyone makes in their lives. So
Anybody buying a house? Good to know. Okay, so my advice to you is to register. It doesn't take very long to register for these programs, and play around. If you want to find out what they do, you might have something that you need streamed or captioned, that sort of thing. This is just one of the programs. So let's go back to our. Don't want to go up. Board of Trustees meeting, now we go with that. We want to go back to the tools that transpire. And then here, I keep hitting the picture. I forget. This is where I want to go to the website. So CCC Confer, and right here, you can go right to training and it shows you all of this to sign up for. You can log in. They have all kinds of different trainings. And it says here, learn how to schedule and host conference calls with Confer Zoom. Okay. Did you have something?
I was just gonna say there, and if you, as I was not able to figure it out a few times after watching those videos, and I called direct with uploading materials into my class, because I did teach a couple of times this way for Fort Irwin, because we were having issues with the satellite. So I put it on the CC Confer and taught directly from, where you can actually upload PowerPoints or articles or anything that you want that you would show in class that they can access. They'll help you, they'll walk you right through it. And they're pretty responsive when you call.
Okay, good. And I think that's with all of these programs, they want us to be successful. So I think for the majority of the people that I've dealt with on things, because I have to write things down and go back to them. And they've been real patient with me, So I think they're there to support us. And then again, the @ one, let's see if it opens up here, because it wouldn't open up for me in my office. For some reason, it's not.
Yeah, the link's bad.
What's going on?
Their link is bad.
Their link is bad?
Yeah.
We gotta let them know. Okay. And then this is where we go to, I could probably turn the light back on. The ATPC website is where we go to order our books. And so when we put in a book, we have to log in and we put all the information. So these are the different books that we get. And we get tactile graphics too. If we ever have a blind student and they need a map of the campus, we can send the map in and they'll have it in Braille, created in tactile graphics. So it's kind of neat. It's awesome. And they're fast. They're real fast too. Okay. Then this is where we're going to be going for our trainings. I've been contacting these people, or no, that's the other one. Yes, this is it. And this is the one that you can go to. Okay, I'm contacting them to come and train us, right? But you can go here and look at the resources. This is incredible, okay? So they have all kinds of webinars and videos. Let's just check out a few of those. Okay. And this is the one I was telling you about, Nancy's called Equinox, okay? And you can get it free through the Chancellor's office. But what it does, it's like a PDF remediation platform. And it says Introduction to 2018. That was a year ago. No. But here is like a video for the training session. If you go to the High Tech Center training unit and go to the videos and trainings, you can find this Equinox and just kind of check it out. And actually, I know Tim should be able to get you signed up. If not, I can add you to the list. Okay. So this is our tech center, and this is about the accessibility training opportunities. And this is where I'm going to be going to, and I already did, the request campus trainings. Just like you, they are really patient with you and working. So anything that you need. Now the alternate media, like you can look at, for instance, right here, there's guidelines and practices, and we'll go right to MS Office and PDF, right? So if you go right here to Word, it'll show you the best practices, okay? Best practices for making a document, and down here with PDF documents. So you can go down here if you want to take the time to train yourself. And again, like I told you about the Equinox, this is what I'm using for our special programs. And it has a user guide, and the training video is what I pulled up, and that's what I've been using. So all you have to do is get signed. If any of you want to be added to that list, I can put your name in and your email, and they'll send you a sign-in, a user name and sign-in. So you can open up the Equinox and pull in a document and have it checked if you need that, okay?
I do.
Okay, cool. So anyway, these are just the different tabs that you can look at. I would just advise, if you do want to train yourself, to come here and go through each tab, check it out, because we don't really have time to do that right here, okay? So let's get back to our Sidekick. Last but not least, our distance education captioning and transcription, okay? So this is detect, and again, you would have to log in. You'd get a username and password, but they said it takes about a minute to create this. And this is where you get captioning done for your online classes, or if you have a hybrid class, you teach on campus and online. If you have a video, you can have it captioned for free, basically, okay? Now, I know that Tim's working on getting a vendor for all of us on campus that we can get videos that are here on campus captioned. Like whenever you show a video, it needs to have closed captioning. That's the law. Now, and it doesn't matter if you have a deaf student or a deaf student in your classroom, or even an access student. You might have a student that's older, okay, and they can't hear very well, but they're not going to tell you that. And they're not going to come to access and get accommodations. They just need captioning. And it just makes it easier for them to understand the information you're trying to relay. So they made it a new law now because there's students that they have hidden disabilities that you don't even know about in a classroom, that we have to make a universal design available for everybody. And the captioning is very important. Yes.
So, if we have like a DVD that's a little older and it doesn't have a closed caption, are they able to modify it to closed caption?
I believe so. If it's is it for the online class?
Well,
or is it just campus?
No, I don't use it online. I use it in my class.
In your class? Oh, yeah, that's right. In your class, no, that would be something we would have to probably send in to what the vendor that we use. Now,
okay, because I have, like, just as an example, I bought this thing. It's 2 DVDs. One DVD is closed captioned for both Spanish and English, and the other DVD, for whatever reason, is only closed captioned for Spanish. Like they forgot to do the English part.
Oh.
They came together. They're in the same package, but one is one and one's, so I can't use the one because I do have a student who's hard of hearing in my class, and so I can't use the one because it's only in Spanish.
It's only in Spanish,
right?
Okay.
But then it's also now taking away from my other students. But anyway, so I can't use it.
Okay.
So I don't know what to.
And they don't provide it with I mean, there's not one that you can order that already has the captioning, or that's just.
I ordered it already.
And it said it came with closed captioning?
Yeah, and one is both Spanish and English, and the other one is only in Spanish. And I'm like, what the heck? Okay,
But they're two different
really
videos.
good.
They're two different.
They're two different videos because one shows this and the other one this one. What is that really? You can come and translate. For
Yeah,
me.
he's gonna come and translate.
It doesn't help me because.
I can find out for you.
I don't know if I have to have permission from the person who produced, who.
Exactly, that's where it comes in, the copyright laws.
Yes, yes.
This is good to know because I haven't used the captioning with any regularity unless I had a deaf student in the class. So good to know now for any of them.
Always, if you're
Always
going
put it
to
on.
get a video, always.
And I use it a lot.
captioning.
I use it a lot for myself.
Right,
at
right?
home or, but this is great to know that we have to do it.
Yeah.
Across the board. So thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, so I'm going to go back and let's see. Close here. I know some of you have to get back to your classes. I think that was it. I think that's the last. We did make it through all the portals, but it's good for you guys to know now. You have the Sidekick. We're all educational superheroes. And thank you for being here for, I guess we're ending a little early because you have to get back to class. You got to come to I'm here for any questions.
Thank you.
Thank you, Susan.
Thank you, Linda.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Linda,
Thank you.
very much.
Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Everybody does that.
Do you want to take another sandwich with you? No? All right, thank you guys. Have a good summer. If I don't